The game Towards Zero opens by showing a handsome young man named Kim Tae-pyun who dreams of facing a young man who yells at him not to look him in the eye and see his death. Upon waking up, Tae-pyun reveals that he's been having the same dream for 20 years. Next, Tae-pyun meets a woman named Madam Jung, who wants to know how her son, Sung-min, died. Since Tae-pyun can see the moment of someone's death just by looking into their eyes, he asks for a photo of Madam Jung's son. Tae-pyun explains that he can only see how someone will die, not their future. At home, Tae-pyun talks to his secretary Yeonhwa. Also in the house is Teacher Baek, Tae-pyun's mentor who is blind and confined to a wheelchair. They question why Tae-pyun didn't tell Madam Jung about her son's death. Tae-pyun reveals that he was afraid of his kidnapping. Because at the time of Sung-min's death, Tae-pyun was in a state of being kidnapped by that man. However, Yeonhwa promises that they will make sure Tae-pyun returns home safely. Soon after, Tae-pyun is kidnapped by Sung-min and taken to his gang's secret hideout. Tae-pyun is tied to a chair and Sung-min demands to know who killed him. However, Tae-pyun insists on answering that all he saw was the moment of the man's death. Tae-pyun warns that in 1 minute, cult people will break in. Just in time, the opposing gang who had guns entered and started shooting at Sung-min's troops. Even Tae-pyun gets shot in the shoulder. Then the two groups fought each other. Earlier, Tae-pyun had told Madam Jung that her son would die of a heart attack, not murder. Madam Jung asks Tae-pyun to help her son escape death, but Tae-pyun explains that he's just an ordinary human who can't change fate. Sung-min destroys the entire gang, and when confronted with the last person, Tae-pyun warns Sung-min that he will die if he kills that person. However, Sung-min refuses to believe it until he suddenly falls and dies of a heart attack. The police arrive and find Tae-pyun unconscious but alive because he is wearing a bulletproof vest. Elsewhere, police detective Junyoung receives a call about a gang war and the fact that gang leader Sung-min is dead, but a witness survives. So Junyoung and her team go to the hospital where Tae-pyun is being treated. When Junyoung arrives at the hospital, she realizes that Tae-pyun was taken away, so Junyoung and her team detain Tae-pyun's car. Junyoung orders Yeonhwa out of